We are live here at the top of Australia, North Queensland, 1300 Smile Stadium to witness a battle of two of the current greatest teams in the SRL. Obviously, both teams been at the top for quite a few seasons now. The Manly Seagulls and the North Queensland Cowboys going head to head here. Should be a very interesting game. Joining me in the commentary box today, Snicko bro. Snicko, what are you looking forward to about this match? Should be a very entertaining match, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the battle of the two big dogs up front, Matt Harris versus Chris Lord. Both of them have been in tremendous form, and I think whoever gets on top could go a long way to deciding this game.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Obviously, Chris Lord, probably one of the greatest players in the SRL. I'd argue is the greatest player in the SRL at the moment with what he's doing. Obviously, he's coming off a hat-trick last week. I believe the first forward to score a hat-trick, so obviously Chris Lord looking to continue those efforts. Well, Matt Harris, he's the big dog for Manly. He's what known as the machine for Manly. He's just always working, never stops. Obviously been playing prop for most of this year, but moved back into the lock with an injury to Jordan Williams this week, and he's probably looking forward to get back to some of that form he's had at lock, because last season he didn't really show much form at lock, but he showed a lot of form at prop this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, and in the big games, you want your big players to stand up, and he's noticed there's a big matchup with Chris Lord, and with the injury, it just kind of all worked out that he could put himself back there and take him on head on.
Yeah, I expect those two to just go head on today. As Matt Harris, that's his second hit up the set, I believe. Runs into Chris Lord. I expect the two captains to be going shot for shot today as Chapman Kennedy decides to kick early. A decent set there to start the game by Manly. It's going to go all the way back. That's a beautifully placed kick there by Chapman Kennedy. Even better kick chase. Matty Harris, the man down there to make the tackle. Sorry, I apologise. I actually think that's, no, it is Matty Harris, never mind. But great first set there by Manly.
Yeah, exactly how you want to start the game. In these games where it's going to be a bit of a grind, if you can get through your first couple of sets and have a big kick, it'll go a long way to sort of setting the tempo for the rest of the game.
Yeah, obviously, Chapman Kennedy, not traditionally a half, but he switched to the halves this season, and, well, he has the boot on him. That was a great kick there from the Manly 5'8ers. Now, the Cowboys working away sideways. 31 metres gain in the set. Manly were pretty happy with that defensive set, keeping them down inside their own half as Moana. Not the greatest kick there. Kick straight down to Dingo. And Dingo gets away everyone. This is looking good. Chaz Dingo's on the move here. This is great. Kabolo's chasing over. Tungi's going to get to him. This is looking good from Manly. They're going to start this set on the 10-metre line. Meters out now. Great kick return there from Chaz Dingo. First tackle now. Matty Harris pushing forward. He's already got surrounded. Chapman Kennedy, I should say. He's pushing forward. He might have got there. I think Chapman Kennedy's grounded the ball here. What do you think, Snicko?
That's a try. That's a try every day of the week. That's tremendous from Manly. Damien Moana's kick just wasn't quite good enough, and Chaz Dingo, he'll make you pay.
And Chapman Kennedy, I thought it was Matty Harris. Sorry, they've both shaved their head bald in the past couple of weeks, so they look quite similar. And I personally thought that was Matty Harris about to score a 7th try of the season. Yes, that's right. I'm not kidding myself. Matty Harris has 6 tries this season. That would have been a 7th. But no, it was Chapman Kennedy, in fact. But 5'8 just ran it up hard. He's relatively big for a half, Chapman Kennedy, obviously traditionally an outside back. And he scores the opening try here for Manly. I've got to say, Manly, they've been under a little pressure recently. Obviously, still top 3, but they're probably not playing to their standard in the past couple of weeks. But that's probably a pitch-perfect start from them.
Yeah, I think so. I think when you're under a bit of pressure, that's when diamonds form, and Manly have come back to showing they are one of the great teams in the SRL, and they're here to prove it.
And Chapman Kennedy, what a start he's had. Kicks it early, gets them turning around. Then he gets his captain, Matt Harris, to make the tackle on the 10-metre line. They defend well, keep Cowboys in the half, and then he scores the try after a great defensive set. They could have had a better start, Manly. Now Matty Harris makes a break. This is just they're turning into a machine. Matty Harris working his way up the middle. This start is just getting better and better for Manly at the moment. As Punch is going to play it, they just passed the 50. Already past 15, it's only 3rd tackle. Lewis now. Over to his half partner, Chapman Kennedy. Who'll play it there. That's going to be the 4th tackle. It's going to go out the back. Lewis now. Gives it there. It's going to go to Leigh Simon. He makes some meters there. Almost enough feet to play to wrap him up there. 5th tackle now. It's going to go back. Oh, it's going to hit Matty Harris. That's a bit of a miscommunication there and a big let off there for the Cowboys.
Yeah, all good things come to an end, and that's the end of Manly's great start. Let's see if the Cowboys can get one back here.
Yeah, not ideal there. If they had kept, obviously been able to kick and put some pressure on the Cowboys, they could have once again kept them in the half. But you don't want to give this Cowboys side a sniff because they will just keep working. Their forward pack's probably the best in the competition, so you don't want to give them anything of just anything at all. But Mobberston now working his way upfield. That's going to be the fourth tackle. He plays it there. Goes out to Kobe Johnston, looking for some space. He's wrapped up there by Matty Harris and Dan Punch, it seems. Fifth tackle. It's going to go back. Moana is going to be who puts it high. Not the greatest kick there from Moana, but taken well by Johnny Columbus, but the Manly defence is there, and well, could have been a better kick there from Moana.
Yeah, someone check the locker room. I think Moana left his kicking shoes behind.
Yeah, it hasn't been a great kicking start. Obviously, that first poor kick that led to Dingo running about 50 metres, and then that one just went completely sideways there, so definitely could have been a bit better there from the Cowboys vice-captain as Lewis now works his way upfield. Runs into the clutches of what looks to be Mobberston and Johnston there. It's going to go over. Matty Harris sends it over to Chapman Kenny now. He pushes forward. Let's give it a fourth tackle. Goes Matty Harris. Gives it there to Dingo. Dingo looking for some space. Oh, that's a good tackle there on the Manly fullback, though. Mobberston and Johnson again. They've been good defensively to start this game. They've been targeting them, but no gaps are found yet. There's a poor kick there down to Kobe Kelly, and he's pretty much going to start the set where Manly ended it.
He's been in great try-scoring form, Kobe Kelly. Oh, my tongue is through. He's been in, great try-scoring form, Kobe Kelly, and a little bit of space, and he makes you pay.
Couldn't agree more. Scored a hat-trick a few weeks ago, so he knows how to find the line, Kobe Kelly is. Cowboys working their way upfield. Johnson just short of 20 now. Mobberston, long ball over. Sorry, Moana long ball over to Mobberston. That's going to be the fourth tackle. 10 metres away. Can the Cowboys score next? It's going to be Moana. Short ball there to Johnston.
Where's Chris Lord? I haven't seen him in 2 sets with the ball.
Yeah, Chris Lord's been very quiet to start this game. It's going to be Moana, and they rush up on him. Matty Harris it is, and that's the end of the Cowboys set once again. The Cowboys just, Moana again, failing to get a good kick away again. Got to say, Moana they're definitely targeting Moana, putting a lot of pressure on him, and he's failed to get one of those really good kicks wherever we know we can do, hasn't he?
Yeah, traditionally a really good kicker, but class players, they find a way to make it work, and I'm pretty confident that as the game goes on, he'll work his way into it, and hopefully they can pin Manly down like they are right now.
Yeah, the thing is about the Cowboys, they have so many just strike weapons on all over the park. You know, if you target one player to put pressure on him,
someone else will stand up.
Exactly, someone else will come there and, just put the momentary. Dingo now! Dingo turns down and tugging the inside out. That looked very dangerous for a moment, but Thomas Wallace it was there to make the tackle. It's going to be fifth tackle now. Lewis, not the greatest kick there. Goes to Kobe Kelly, although not sure what he's doing. And Lee Simon gets there to make a brilliant tackle.
Yeah, Kobe Kelly likes to do things a bit differently, but I don't think even he planned to run backwards there.
Yeah, I think maybe someone will have to get there on there and check his HIA for HIA because seems to have lost his compass there, but Chris Law shot up the middle. That's a good run. Takes up Bigwood back, goes for the pass, but he throws an intercept. Chris Law makes the error there. A relieving error there from Manly, and now they survive what could have been very dangerous there as Goodwin with the hit up.
You can just see every single set, there's a strike player from either team just trying to leave a mark on this game. And it's going to be a tremendous back end of this half and second half if this is how it keeps going.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more as Dan punch up the middle. That's a good run, breaks him away from one tackle, gets it offloaded back to Lewis. Great stuff there from the Manly team. Fourth tackle, Lee Simon. Inside ball for Dingo. I thought they should have gone out wide. Weston was on the wing, pretty much unmarked, but they choose not to go to him. Fifth tackle now. They send it back. Carl Lewis puts it high. Not the greatest kick, not the deepest kick. Taken well by Kobe Kelly, but they'll get on him, and he'll have to work his way up. He'll have to work himself out from their own 10-meter line. Again, another great defensive set there from the Cowboys, but the Manly side are just putting them inside a corner now, and this is good from Manly.
Yeah, Manly are just tightening the screws set by set, and you just think that eventually Cowboys are going to either have to make a big play or they're going to crack.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with fourth tackle, only on the 30. This is un-Cowboys like this sort of set. We don't usually see it. We've seen 2 sets like this already in this game, the Cowboys. Fifth tackle.
Big kick here from Moana.
Yeah, we need to see a better kick than we saw last time in this situation. We saw a poor kick and Dingo ran well, and that's not the one they needed. Dingo gets on it. And watch out, Chris Lauder, the captain, was there supporting his skipper. It wasn't a great kick, but Chris Lauder, the defense, makes it look like a better kick than it was. So Matty Harris takes a hit up once more. Second tackle. Lewis, long pull over. That's a great ball. But Dingo didn't even throw it, but he finds Goodwin now. And Goodwin, oh, look what a great tackle. Matungi flings him over the sideline like, I don't know, but he flings him over the sideline and...
Like a sack of potatoes.
That's a good saying. I was trying to think of something to say there, but I couldn't think of it. Thank you, Nico. And the Cowboys survive.
Yeah, that could be a big turning point in this game. Hey, Manly had slowly rested back. Oh, Lord through, rested back the momentum. And then they've thrown it all away there.
And Chris Lauder's always just finding the space up the middle. I don't know how he continuously does it, but Wallace now. Short ball there to Johnson. Finds the offload and back to Moana. That's the second tackle now. Goes Lord once more. Short ball there to Stace the pace. That's going to be the third tackle. Goes Lord. Lord, short ball there. Johnson. This is a good opportunity for the Cowboys. They can convert here. They can tie to go up despite Manly having most of the ball. Goes Wallace. Dummies and runs. Goodwin's the player to take him down. Because he played his 50th game last week and got his, got a try for it too. It's going to be water again. Like, once again, they just rush up and he's taken down there. Disappointing van once again for the Cowboys to end their set.
Yeah, and Manly will just continue to swarm the Cowboys halves and just work their way off their line because they're doing it so easily. And yeah, Cowboys need to change something to get back into this game.
Yeah, maybe someone like Thomas Wallace has to take over the kick. Just add an extra option because at the moment it seems that I don't think Wallace has even attempted to kick in. Moana he has, but every time he does it, he just gets swarmed. So maybe they need to add someone, another kicking option in there. Maybe Chris Law, we've seen him do a couple kicks.
He's got the big boot as well.
Yeah, I just need to find someone that can potentially add an extra bit of something. So just give them another option, I think. But, man, only if they played on the 40. Chapman Kenny with a big kick. That's a good kick. Down to the wing of Kobe Kelly. And, oh, that's great defense there. Lee Simon it is. The rookie tackling his fellow rookie, Kobe Kelly. And that's a great tackle, I've got to say. That's going to be the second tackle now. Lord it is. Short ball there to Namana. Now, this is something where the Manly side got to be careful there because the bench forwards, the Manly side, definitely aren't as big named as the Cowboys one.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, 40-20 attempts.
Looking for a 40-20s. Kicking's been a bit off today, but he might be getting something here. And he does. Dingo, he can't hang on to the ball, and the Cowboys going to get a result. We talked about you can only keep him out for so long, and Moana, he makes them pay there.
Yeah, knock Moana down 9 times, and he'll get up 10 times. That's exactly what you need from your big players. He wasn't scared to keep trying, even after he had a few missed kicks, and yeah, big chance here for the Cowboys.
See what they can do on the 10-minute line. If they can find something here, they're right back into it. Johnson there. Good run there. Matty Harris, the player to take him down. First tackle. Goes in Alakuri. Inside border tile. Almatagi. Good luck stopping him. Oh, great defense. Dingle and Dan punching the players in them make the tackle. They go short side here. Lord, he scored a hat-trick last week. The crash play doesn't work there, though. That's going to be the third tackle. Goes Moana. Flat ball over to Almatagi. You can only keep him out for so long. He's probably had a relatively quiet start to this game, but he scores the opening try there for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and off the hands of Damo Moana as well. So, yeah, he's had a quiet first 20 minutes or so. But when his team needed him, he stepped up. And, yeah, strike power all over the park for the Cowboys.
And the Manly side, their plan of targeting Damon Moana looks to be working well. But you give him that little bit of a sniff and he'll eat the cake. And he just made them pay there. That was Damon Moana's set, I've got to say. He got the 40-20 and then he just worked his magic. And the Cowboys... They haven't had the greatest start. In fact, Manly have probably showed us sort of a bit of a blueprint of how you can try to stop this machine that is the Cowboys. But, unfortunately, you can only do it for so long with the scores down locked at 6-all.
Exactly. Every plan works until it doesn't. And I think Cowboys have just dismantled Manly's plan there. It'll be interesting to see if Manly go back to just trying to keep the Cowboys pinned in their half and back their kicking game, or if they're going to go with something else.
Yeah, what I got to say about Damon Warner is I like the fact that despite him being targeted all game, he didn't shy away from the big moments there. His team needed him to stand up, and he absolutely delivered what he needed to. It was a great kick, and then it was an even better try assist to set up Amatungi. And it just shows that that's the sort of player Damon Warner is. As you said, you can knock him down 9 times, it'll get up 10. In fact, I'd argue we got up 11 times there, just to add a little bit of extra. As the Cowboys work going away upfield, already on the 50. This is a great set off the points. Amatungi now. Oh! The rookie, is that the debut there? Or is that Rex Buckingham? I can't tell. Might even be the rookie. We'll have to wait and see.
I think that's Beckham, yeah.
That's Beckham. Aaron Beckham on debut just took out one of the veterans of our game, Amatungi. The veteran fullback just got absolutely annihilated by the debutant. As now Tyler Weston looking for some space. Amatungi's there to make the tackle, but what a way to start your SRL career.
Yeah, that's something most players can only dream of, sitting down Amatungi like that.
As Buckingham now up the field. Gets it offloaded back to Jimmy Ralph. He's going to streak away and try out and absolutely nothing will be. And Jimmy Ralph scores. What a moment in this game. Out of absolutely nothing, Buckingham sets up Jimmy Ralph for the Manly second try.
We were just talking about the Manly bench and if they could have an impact. And first Beckham sits down Amatungi, and then Rex Buckingham gets a big offload to Jimmy Ralph for a try. I think they answered our question. They're more than up for this.
Manly, they're right up for this clash. Something they're not used to, but they're willing to take this challenge to the next level. And
well, yeah, we sorry, Lucky. We said every player on the Manly bench isn't quite a big name, but no one starts as a big name. Everyone has to earn their stripes, and that's what Rex and Aaron Beckham are trying to do here, I think.
Obviously, Beckham replacing a Jordan Williams, and obviously we're not saying Beckham's anything close to Jordan Williams yet, but just coming and doing a job, that's a good start to any SRL player, and he's come on, provided an impact, and Rex Buckingham also coming on the field with him, and that was a great little maneuver there, just finding an offload. Jimmy Ralph, and that's one of Jimmy Ralph's good traits. It goes quite unnoticed, but he's quite good at supporting up the middle after, starting out at dummy half, supporting up the middle, supported Rex Buckingham there, found the offload, and, well, Cowboys, they just scored a try, but they're already back down once again. With now, he didn't need to throw that pass, it was straight through Chapman Kenny, but maybe
he wanted to find his friend.
Yeah, I think that's sort of, we'll have to go with that storyline there, but Marlon Kerrigan there, playing it just past the 40. Goes out the back to Dingo, spreads it on to Cole Lewis, nearly through a gap, but Kobe Johnson's there to wrap him up. That's the 4th tackle. Goes inside there to Dingo. Dingo gets past 1, but luckily for him, for the Cowboys, sorry, Kobe Johnson's there to wrap him up. 5th tackle, good set off the points. Kyle Lewis, not the greatest kick. Bounces down there for Takuri, and, well, that's a disappointing end to the set there for the Manly Seagulls.
That could be almost the first time we see them have a big miss kick, so it'll be interesting to see if Cowboys can get a bit of a roll on now.
Yeah, just sort of came off the side of his boot and pushed forward there as, Takuri nearly through a gap there, finds the offload in fact. Namana supporting up the middle. He'll be taken out, it's the 3rd tackle. Goes there to Chris Lord. Watch out, I'll be the Matty Harris. Manhandles him, but Chris Lord pushes forward. That's going to be the 4th tackle. Goes over to Kobe Johnson. That's going to be 5th tackle now. 10 minutes to go to halftime. The Cowboys are still down, while the Manly side are definitely up for this game. With Moana punting it down there. Straight to Weston. Weston now look for some space. Weston! Oh, great tackle there. I'd like to remind our viewers, obviously, if you're unaware, the Cowboys are yet to lose a game this season, so it's going to be a mammoth effort for any team to take down this juggernaut of a team, so we'll have to wait and see, but I feel like this Manly side definitely showed they can do it as a great offload there to Matty Harris.
Yeah, if any team is to take down the Cowboys, this is the way to do it. Get a lead early and hold it for the rest of the game.
I mean, that is how you sort of have to win the game. Scoring more points than your opponents, and if you can get that lead and just defend your arse off, then no reason you can't do it. As Buckingham pushes forward there. That's the 5th tackle. Both teams sort of going back and forth at the moment. It's going to be Ethan Goodwin to put the kick in. Straight down there to Tara Maxwell. Watch out. We know how dangerous he is. The Tara Maxwell now. He's on a race. He's up over 40. This is looking good from Maxwell, I think he'll get caught by Dingo. Yes, he will there, but the Cowboys are now going to be on the attack. First tackle now. Goes for the hands. Moana. Wallace. To Albertagi looking for his second. Oh, great tackle there by Kerrigan. Not many players could take the Albertagi that close to the line, but he did. But Chopper Bennett, Curie and all, they're up for this. Dingo there.
Two huge tackles in a row.
And now Wallace looking for some space. He's going to push forward there, but again, he's on his back. What great defense there from the Manly Sea Eagles.
That's a lot of heart there from Manly. On the back foot, had to chase 90 metres to get back behind the play, but they've done it.
Goes long ball over to Johnson. They get onto him, and that's a great defensive set after considering where they started, Manly. That's huge. Huge tackles made there. Moana puts it high. Good kick there. Lee Simon's under it. Taken by Johnny Columbus, but they wrap him up. And the Manly Seagulls survive somehow, but that's a brilliant set there from Manly.
Yeah, Manly are just flexing their premiership credentials, aren't they? They're saying, don't forget about us. We're here to play.
Yeah, all the talk's been about, I want to say, you know, the Rabbitohs, the Cowboys, but this Manly side definitely showing us today you can never count out Matty Harris and Kane Chapman-Kenny.
Dingo.
And Dingo, too. As Matty Harris now pushes his foot forward. That's a great run there. Kane Chapman-Kenny, the two captains linking up. That's been a third tackle. 20 metres out, I should say. Goes back inside the Bucky camp. He's had a brilliant start to this game since he's come off the bench. That's going to be the fourth tackle now. 10 metres out. Long ball over to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's taking the settler run. Who's going to be the kicking option for fifth tackle? Who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to go to Chapman-Kenny. Yes, it does. Rubbers it in. Matty Harrison. Oh, he's dropped it. But they're going to get the ball back and they're going to have a scrum. I'm not sure what the ref's doing here. But we're going to have a scrum as Dingo looking for the line. First tackle. They've called a double knock on. Not sure I agree with that call, but that's what the call has been. We go short side now. Long ball over. And even Goodwin score, or has he?
He might have knocked that on, I think.
I think he got over the line. The ref says no try. And that's a try for all money. I'm not sure what the ref is checking there. Maybe he's just wanted to have another look at it because it was such a beautiful try.
Maybe after the double knock-on call, he had someone in his ear tell him, you better check your decisions.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what that call was. I think the call might have been touched a Cowboys
Cowboy on the way through,
on the way through. And then Matty Harris has come through and dropped it. But we'll have to get out. There'll be something for our fans to decide with what they think of that at home. And obviously a bit of talk through the week we'll likely see on that decision because it's definitely too far away for us to have been able to see it properly. So we'll have to back the ref's call there, I think. But Manly Sea Eagles, after all the defending they had to do that brilliant set defensively, they go upfield and they score a try once again. And this Manly side, after they were quite disappointed last week, it took them into the final 3 minutes for them to win and get the side they were expected to win comfortably against. They're now taking it to the Cowboys quite well.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Manly had a contentious grubber try last week allowed as well, and now they've had the double knock on. So sometimes when things just go your way a tiny little bit, you take the advantage of it, and you come out well on top like they have here.
Yeah, I have to agree there. As Matty Harris again, he's been incredible. Gets the offload to Casey Kane. Good luck catching him. Walmsley's chasing. I don't think he is on the Manly Seagulls are going to go back to back. And what? Oh my god, the Manly Seagulls just taking it to this Cowboys side. And they're going to take 16-point, potentially 18-point lead heading to the break.
Wow, that's all I have to say. Matt Harris, what a superstar. And KCK in open space, good luck catching him.
Matty Harris, I'm going to give some credit to Matty Harris. He's probably been Manly's...
He's been outstanding.
Manly's best player today. Obviously, we talked for Alex Lord, you know, how good Lord is. He's been such a good player. He's got a hat-trick last week. And we're not taking anything away from Lord. Matt Harris has seen that challenge, took it to him. And I've got to say, Matt Harris so far has outplayed Chris Lord by every single length of the field. He's been incredible.
Yeah, unanimous judges' decision to Matt Harris so far, I think. And you can just see how well he leads this pack. Like, you have Beckman come on, T-Rex Buckingham come on, and they're not big names. But with Matt Harris out there in the middle with them, they just gain a little bit of confidence and they can do big things. And you put it all together and Manly are looking very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could have seen it in the background, but after that try, Chris Lord gave an absolute mouthful to some of his defenders. He was not happy. Him and Moana Definitely aiming up. I expect maybe a couple plays to happen before we head to the break. Obviously, 2 minutes to the break. Cowboys maybe get 1 or 2 more plays before half time. Assuming nothing else happens before half time as they play it there. It's now Kyle Lewis doubles and runs. In fact, breaks a tackle. Gets up to the 30. It's a nice little play there from Kyle Lewis. So quick play the ball. Get a short ball there. Lee Simon now with the space. He beats out Matagi, but luckily there was a defender there. Watch out, we may not be done yet. The Manly Seagulls. They want another one. Goes Kyle Lewis. Dummies and runs once again. That's going to be the 4th tackle. They'll play it there. Goes Lee Simon. Over to Kane Chapman-Kenny. He takes it up there and can't make any more meters there. It's going to be the 5th tackle. 50 seconds to half time. A great set up the points once again for the Manly side as they kick it over. Maybe looking for a little play there. It goes end up with Johnny Columbus and Kyle Lewis, the man who kicked it, is there to make the tackle. But 30 seconds to go to half time. The Cowboys side not doing good as well. We have an intercept. Oh no, we're going to call it a knock on. And I think that will already just about take us to the break.
That could have been a nail in the coffin there for Manly, hey. If they could have held on to that one, man, you don't see many teams coming back down from 30 to 6. But there's still a little bit of hope for the Cowboys going into half time.
Couldn't agree more with Bobbleston. Maybe they want one last player. They can't find anything. With the Manly Seagulls going to the break, the Cowboys at home down 6 points to 24 as we head to half time.
From video editing to thumbnail design, Flow Managing covers all of your YouTube and social media needs, relieving the stress of finding creative workers and giving you more time to be creative yourself. Why wait? Join Flow Managing and we will work for you.
We are back in the second half. Manly side absolutely dominating that Cowboys side. Pretty much, I want to say, all of that first half, other than that small period where the Cowboys scored that try, and other than that, Manly have been one on top. Welcome back, Sticko. What was your thoughts on that first half from both sides?
I thought it was outstanding for Manly. I thought Cowboys, to be honest, haven't done a whole heap wrong. Except for whatever just happened there.
Except for that, sorry to cut you
I
off,
spoke
Sticko.
too soon.
We'll go back to you after that. A horrible start for the Cowboys. Can this get any worse? Matty Harris pushing forward. He's looking, maybe he wants a try, but he's going to get held down now. It's going to be the 2nd tackle. Goes short ball there. Punches over. That was a little bit too easy there. The middle just opened up. A dead punch slotted straight through. And, well, that poor first half from the Cowboys gets even worse 1 minute into the second half.
That could be the knockout punch there, I reckon. I don't see Cowboys coming back from this. I was just talking about how they haven't been so bad. Manly have just been really good, but yeah, they've made a liar out of me very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that was just... Like, the Cowboys, we didn't expect that from them, and maybe this is a sign the Cowboys aren't up to it. Like, I don't want to... Obviously, it's only one game, but this is probably their first real test they've seen, and they're definitely struggling a lot here, the Cowboys.
And there's something to be said for scoreboard pressure as well. They're coming out at halftime. They're looking at it was an 18-point deficit. It's now 24. And it makes you want to throw the ball around. It makes you want to score some points. And that can lead to errors like we've seen just there. And Manly are going to take that chance 9 times out of 10. And apparently 10 times out of 10 today.
Yeah, well, and now Daniel Punch scoring. And now, obviously, the Cowboys, I want to point out, if there's one team in the SRI back to come back from this margin, it would be the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys can come back, but they've got to start soon. They've got to start, and I don't mean soonish, I mean very soon, like the next couple sets, because they've got to show us something that they can come back, because otherwise, this Manly team don't look like slowing down anytime soon.
No, that's exactly right. I'd even go as far as to say they have to start next set, not next couple of sets. They need to show us something very quickly, a bit of intent, a bit of enthusiasm, and more importantly, a bit of execution, because that's what's been lacking for him so far.
Afterwards, they spread the ball here, goes short there. It's going to be Kyle Lewis dubbing and run. He'll take the tackle there. Really happy to not chance their arm this set. Just happen to take a casual hit up there as Matty Harris with the big boot. Punts it down to Kobe Kelly. Maybe he could be the one. But that's a great kick chase there. Kyle Lewis down there. Makes the tackle. And Cowboys working away from their own line. So not a great, definitely by far their worst start to a game the Cowboys have had. And it gets even worse here so far. We'll have to see if they can find something there as Bobbleston. They go short side. He'll take the tackle there. But they go short side here. Goes over to Kobe Kelly. Kelly's with a bit of space. He breaks past one tackle. This is looking good. He breaks past another two. What a play by Kobe Kelly. He breaks past 3 and 4. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen a player break that many tackles in the SRL ever. Maybe this is what the Cowboys needed. 4th tackle. It's going to be Johnson. He's taken there. The Manly defense, can they hold out another time? 5th tackle. Looks like it's going to go to Moana. It does. He puts it high. That's a good kick there. O'Donnell's under it. Taken by Murray. And Callum Murray scores, I think, his first SRL try.
His first touch of the game as well for Callum Murray. That's good. That's a bit of salt, bit of pepper. Callum Murray comes through with the goods. But how good from Kobe Kelly? He had a bit of an indifferent first half. Couldn't really make an impact. And yeah, I think that's the most tackle breaks in one run I've seen ever in the SRL. And it's come from the rookie winger.
Kelly, they just couldn't take him down for whatever reason. He just kept going. He just kept going and going and going. And I thought he might have gone all the way for a second. Matty Harris, the player, to pull him down. But Moana had a bit of a tough first half. Few not so great kicks. But that was a great one. And Callum Murray gets his hands up there. Makes the catch. And he'll score a try for the Cowboys. And you said that to be the next set. It was the next set.
They're listening to me. Now they just got to keep going. They have a chance to wash away their last kickoff return, and hopefully this time they can find a player with a dish off.
Yeah, we'll just say that the Cowboys half starts now, and they get 5 minutes less extra to come back from it. We'll say that's how the Cowboys have to go about it, with Bobbison taking the first sit up there. Let's give it a first. Goes Moana. Short ball there to Hodgson. He pushes forward there. A good run there from Cameron Hodgson. He'll play it there just past the 30. Long ball over there. It's going to be Callum Murray again. He's had a great start to this half since covered on.
I think he couldn't have had a better start, could he? 2 touches, 1 try.
I think that's definitely true. As well. Maxwell looking for some space for a second, but Matty Harris was there to pull him back with that. That's 4th tackle now. Lord, it's going to be short ball there to Johnston. He'll push forward there. That's going to be 5th tackle. He's playing it there. Goes back. Going to be Moana again, the punter. That's a good kick from Moana. Oh, nearly a little bit too deep there, but
perfect kick.
Ends up being perfect with Weston. Looking for some space. He's taken well there, but that's going to be the first. And a good set by the Cowboys off the points there, I have to say.
Yeah, that's the blueprint, isn't it? Score your points, get to your kick. Now try and hold the other team in their half.
Yeah, we really haven't got a chance to sort of catch our breath to start this half with what sort of happened there. It's all they throw a forward pass. Now the Cowboys get another opportunity. This is giving them a little bit of stuff. The Cowboys suddenly getting a few things to go their way. Definitely wouldn't have kept them out yet if they can get a couple more things to go their way. Still a long way to go though with Moana pushing forward. 2nd tackle. They go back to the middle of the park. Short ball there to Johnston. He pushes forward. A good run there from Kobe Johnston. That's going to be the 3rd tackle, I should say. Sorry. Out of dummy half, Wells breaks 1 tackle. Matty Harris and Dan punch the place to take him down. Let's give it a 4th tackle now. What's the play here? They go back to the centre of pass. Wallace. Long pass over to Almatungi. Looking to get over, but great defence there. Ralph and Goodwin, the players to bring him down. Looked like he was going to score a second there, but he manages to get kept out. 5th tackle now. Goes back. It's going to be Lord. That's a poor kick. Picked up by Daniel Punch. And the Cowboys had a few opportunities there, but a 5th tackle play. And the Manly side survive.
Yeah, defence wins premierships, doesn't it? And Manly are just showing us they know exactly how to win premierships with defence like that.
I mean, they have players in their that's won 3 premierships and another offload. Cowboys, they're going to contain those offloads off line breaks. We've been seeing already 2 tries off it today. They don't want to consider 3rd from it with Manly making easy meters upfield. Good what it is with the tackle. Rather, I should say, sorry. Goes short side again. Over to Kerrigan. Gets his head through the line, but he's unfortunately taken down there by Thomas Wallace. 4th tackle. Short ball there. It's going to be Matty Harris. This sets them up for a potential good kick here. 5th tackle now. KSK's in the back pocket, directly behind Ralph. What type of kick's he going to put up? It's a good bomb. That's a pitch-perfect bomb, in fact. A brilliant bomb. Oh, but taken so well by Tyler Almatangi, but the Manly defence is back there to make a brilliant tackle on the Cowboys fullback.
Yeah, if there's anywhere you want to start your defensive set, it's 1 metre out from the opposition's line, isn't it? And this is what Manly did all first half. They got through their sets, held their Cowboys down their end, and Cowboys just couldn't get away. Like, it took that run from Kobe Kelly to get him in striking distance last time. If they need to rely on that every single set to get out of their half, they're going to be in a bit of trouble trying to reel this comeback.
Yeah, and obviously the Cowboys know easily they can make meters, but so far, only up to the 40 now. Inside ball, Amatungi, that's a good run. That's the run they needed. Dingo takes him down, but that turns a relatively poor set into a great set there, Amatungi. He's just so talented, and even when his team's down by 18, will never stop competing with. Wallace puts in a good kick. Down to O'Donnell. That's a good little play there. But, oh, he's wrapped up. I think that Albertogi's run just turned that from a good set to a great set to now an excellent set thanks to that kick.
Did I just see the Cowboys player try and do a slide tackle as well in defence? He's been watching the Matildas play in the World Cup too much, I think.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you like watching something too much, you start trying to imitate it in your game, but you might have to remind him that he's playing rugby league, not soccer here. So we'll have to wait and see what the match review committee thinks of that one there. But
I think he went studs up as well. That's normally an instant red card, so lucky the ref missed that one.
yeah, we'll have to see if he gets sent off in the match review committee and faces any punishment. But Cowboys kick down to Maxwell. We know how dangerous he can be. Rated good amount it is in that first half. He now turns a couple of defenders inside out. Dingo's chasing. Dingo misses him. Hold the phone. 25 minutes to go. The Cowboys are about to be down by 12, and we have a game on our hand. We have a very important game on our hand.
I can smell a comeback. I can smell it. Cowboys were on the ropes, but they've bounced back and they're ready to rock and roll. And now it's just up to Manly have the legs. It's going to be really interesting when Chris Lord and Matt Harris both go off. And there's going to be 2 new locks on as to who comes on and if either of them can really leave a mark on the game. Because at the moment, Matt Harris has points victory on Chris Lord, but you can just see that Manly aren't going to be able to defend this lead. They're going to have to score some points, I think.
Yeah, I feel like the Cowboys have another 12 points in them. So I feel like whichever team scores 36 will win this game, to be honest. I feel like that's the number that's going to be needed to win this game. If Manly get one more, I'll back them to win from there, but I think they're going to need at least one more, I think. Because at the moment, the Cowboys, they're coming for them. And they're definitely not down yet. With Kyle Lewis getting the ball on the tee to kick off. Back on the way, and I've got to say, Terry Maxwell definitely deserved that try. He was very good at that first half. 129 metres, the most of any Cowboy, and well, we know how dangerous he is. Obviously, has that famous try in the grand final of Season 4. And he's definitely looking to recreate some of that heroics again here. With kind of doing that, getting his team back in a position to win this game. Third tackle, Wada gives it an inside ball there to Hodson. Juggle there. That's good, a fourth tackle. Maybe an early kick might be what they need here. Goes to Moana. He's already kicked 140-20, but that doesn't quite have the distance nor the angle. But Dingo does have to get on his bike to turn around to get the ball. With him getting up to the 30 there, but some good kick chase there. And the Cowboys lock him inside their 30. Definitely could have been definitely a decent set there from the Cowboys off the points, I've got to say.
Yeah, second tackle on the 30-metre line. It's not a bad place to be. Especially when Manly have the go forward that they have. If they can hold them in their own half to finish, they should hopefully get a good kick return in.
KCK, long ball over. Oh, I say Ollie had an unmarked Ethan Bannon, I should say. I'm wondering why he didn't use him there. But now it's going to play on Dingo. Now pushes up the middle. That's a good run there. Takes it out of Matungi. Watch out. Watch out the ankle tap there. Stops what could have been a very dangerous play there. That's a good fifth tackle now. 22 minutes to go still. 30-18 to score with KCK. Juggles it. And he can't get the kick away. Disappointing end there from Manly.
Yeah, just too much juggling in that set. Forget the clown work. Focus on the football, I think.
They couldn't agree more. I think that it was just a little bit poor there from...
And they had such a good third and fourth tackle as well. They were in a bit of trouble. They got out of it. And then, yeah, fifth tackle just wasn't quite where they wanted it.
Yeah, I've got to say, he just stumbled a bit there. I don't think he knew what to do once the play sort of broke down. So he just took the tackle. You know, sometimes when you're defending a lead, it's not the worst. You just take tackle, don't risk a 7-tackle set. But I definitely thought they should have at least put like a grubber kick or something in there just to put the Cowboys under a little bit of pressure. But the Manly side, they're happy to defend their way out of this one. Still 12 points the difference, so I definitely wouldn't say that, you know, they should be defending this lead. As I said, I think they have to do more than defend at this moment. It's not Tyler Weston. Maybe he's going to be the one to score it. He's on a bit of moment here. This is great. Yes, it's supporting KCK. Can KCK get a hat-trick here, maybe? If he wants to, he gets taken down by Amatagi, but this is the opportunity Manly side needs.
Great chase.
He takes it down there. But not out of trouble yet, though. Goodwin with its run. He's taken there by Chris Lord and Kieran Wells there. That's the second tackle. Kyle Lewis, dummies and runs. He's taken them there, though. Can't find any momentum. That's going to be the third tackle. Goes for the hands here. Dingo. Out the back to Weston. The man who started it is the man to finish it. Tyler Weston scores. And that might just be, that makes that job even harder for the Cowboys and may even put it into the realms of unlikely to impossible.
Yeah, I think we saw in the first half, Cowboys had a run very similar to Weston's, and Manly all chased back as hard as they could and defended that set tremendously. And when Cowboys had the same chance to defend the set and gain a bit of momentum, they just couldn't quite hold on. And yeah, Weston, a well-deserved try.
Tyler Weston deals to play. He's been very good on that wing all since he's come to Manly, and especially this game has been good. Kyle Lewis hits the upright. 34-18 to score. 16 points the difference. The Cowboys can definitely score 16 points in 18 minutes. We're not saying they can't. But I think it's more of a fact that I feel like Manly have been too good that if they let in 3 tries in that space, it'd be basically would make that other work they've done previously pointless. So I just don't see a way, especially what we saw last week, that this period, this last 20 minutes, is usually Manly's best period of the game. You know,
Yeah, I don't think Manly are going to stop scoring. Forget the Cowboys scoring 18 points to catch up. I don't think that Manly are going to stop scoring in the first place, so they're going to need more than 18. And yeah, it's just starting to slip away, isn't it?
Yeah, especially with what we saw what they did last week. You know, this period was definitely by far and away their best period. Ended up forcing them to come back to win the game 24-20. So we just know that Manly, I don't see a way for them to stop and score at the moment. It's going to go inside here. Dingo now. Dingo beats Amataki on the inside. He's looking to get one. He gets pulled down there. I thought Tinker was away for all money, but a great chase down there by Thomas Wallace it was. Third tackle. Short ball there to Goodwin. Oh, sorry, I should say Lee Simon it is. That's the 4th tackle now.
They got the headgear brigade in the middle.
KCK was over a hat trick. Why did he pass it to Dingo? He was over KCK. 5th tackle now. It's going to come down to this kick. They need to get a good kick here to put some Cowboys under some pressure. Grubbers it in. Taken down by Jimmy Round. He wants a double. But he's wrapped up there and the Cowboys just survive.
Didn't Dingo just pinch that try off KCK just then? Dingo stealing the try like he steals babies.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, he's just sort of KCK. He could have just done it and gone himself. He was in for all money. That would have been a hat trick for KCK, but he's just I'm not sure. It's now Kieran Wells makes some
good run, Wells.
meters. That's good. But what about the chase down from Thomas Wallace on Chaz Dingo earlier? Dingo, he should have scored there. I don't know how he didn't. Amatuggy. Amatuggy's looking dangerous here. Goodwin's back there to make the tackle. Good stuff there. That's the 4th tackle. Cowboys, I don't think the Cowboys have been told they probably can't win this game yet. They're playing good footy, but a good tackle there by, I think that's Creed, Alex Chapman on Kobe Johnson. That's going to be the 5th tackle. Goes back. The Cowboys got to be careful here. Their forward against could suffer real badly if they do this. It could even cost them potentially a
top spot.
Yeah, minor premiership. We'll have to wait and see. And obviously, top spot is crucial in this format. With if you get top 1st place, you can win 1 game and you're in the grand final. That's what the difference is they're played for here. So, got to be careful. Now Kyle Lewis with some space. Moana's the player to wrap him up there. That's going to be the 3rd tackle. Goes short side of Weston. They wrap him up this time. He's been very good today, so that's better that they can wrap him up there. Goes back there to Alex Chapman looking for some space. But he's wrapped up there. That's the 5th tackle. 12 minutes to go still. The Cowboys, their chances of a comeback are slipping more by the second. And at this point, it's more about how much can the Cowboys stop the man from scoring, although Maxwell, maybe he wants a second. He's already scored 1 today. That's a good run there from the Cowboys winger. First tackle. Goes Wells. Short ball there to Stace the pace. Oh, that's good contact there. Jimmy Ralph and Ethan Goodwin. 2 smaller players just getting around the Cowboys front row. Now Bunter Kembolo taking a hit up. That's the 3rd tackle. They'll play it there just short the 40. Goes Moana. Short ball there to Johnson. He's pushing forward there. That's going to be the 4th tackle now. They go short side. Short ball there. It's going to be Mobston. He'll play it there.
Looked almost forward that pass.
And pass did look a bit suspect now. Penalty. As you see in the background, actually. Matty Harris, give it a couple words. Oh, sorry, not Matty Harris. KSK it is with Matty Harris scoring off. Give it a couple words to the referee, but the referee doesn't care. And maybe, if the Cowboys score here, maybe that will be their opportunity to potentially force what would be an amazing comeback from this point onwards. Johnson now pushing forward. That's the 1st tackle. Still 16 points behind. It goes Moana. Long ball over. Thomas Wallace taken down there. That's going to be the second tackle there. 10 minutes to go now. The Cowboys don't think they're done yet. It's going to be Mobus. Sorry, States the pace it is. Taken there. That's the third tackle. They're not much doing so far this set. Another hit up it is. Mobus again getting pushed back. Cowboys forward pack.
They look tired.
They do look very tired. I was about to say that myself. Moana now gives it over there to Stace the pace. He wants one. Stace the pace might get there, but he's put on his back. Great defense there, and Cowboys not really doing much of anything in that set.
Yeah, it seemed like Manly had him covered time and time again, didn't it?
It's going to be Wallace rubbering it in. For Bunting and Bolo. Hold the phone. The Cowboys might not be done just yet.
Yeah, that just made this game very, very interesting, didn't it?
9 minutes, 2 tries isn't the most unlikely thing we've seen in the SRL, although the Cowboys have got to show us what they can do. Put on a good set off the points. But that's a great kick there. Bunty Kimbola just chasing through up the middle. Playing in the middle at the moment. We know he can sort of slot in that second row prop position. And a good little grubber kick in there, and he dives on it. If there's one team in the SRL that can do it, it's definitely the Cowboys, although I will point out, they no longer have Chris Lord, so they'll have to do it without Chris Lord, obviously already his stint is over.
Well, I think that with Chris Lord on the with Chris Lord on the field, they were down 34-18, and without Chris Lord, they're up 6-0. So maybe that's the magic juice.
Maybe that's the magic juice. Chris Lord is probably a little bit washed after the past couple of weeks, so we can forgive him for having one off game. Manly up by 10. Still 8.5 minutes remaining in this clash. You know, again, it's still very unlikely for the Cowboys to come back. They'll have to do something magical, especially with how Manly have defended for the vast majority of this game. And the fact the Cowboys do look very tired, but, you know, if they can just find something, maybe they can do it with Buntic and Bolo. That was a very good run. Almost got on the outside there of Goodwin, but he's wrapped up there. Moana now. Short ball there to Hodgson. Probably could have gone himself there, Moana, and was straight through, but he'll play it there. Second tackle. Cambolo it is. Straight up to him. That's a good run. Cambolo, we know he's got some speed to burn. Fights it offload to Moana. Oh, but Moana's wrapped up there.
Great cover defense.
Great cover defense. Manly very familiar with that sort of stuff. It goes inside there to Mobiston. Let's give it a fourth tackle now. Goes Moana. Gives it out there to Stace the pace. Straight up the middle there. Fifth tackle. If they can get a try here, you never know. Fifth tackle now. We'll give them plenty of time too, Moana. That's a beautiful kick, but probably a little bit too deep for Dingo. Yes, it is. And the Chasers, they're quick, but they're not that quick.
Yeah, and the 7 tackle set will be really handy for Manly just to calm things down a little bit, get through their set, hopefully put it, you know, a metre or two out from the Cowboys line and just defend the backsides off to win this game.
Yeah, they scored there. Cowboys, some stuff very interesting, but the Manly defense just covered on all bases, and the Moana kick was too deep there. Just, if it was that little bit forward, they could have got a repeat set out of it or something, but just there, it was just that slightly bit too deep. With it going out the back there to Ole. Getting on the outside, but he'll be wrapped up there. It's going to be the third tackle. KCK inside ball there to Goodwin. Pushing forward. Let's do the fourth tackle now. KCK inside ball there. Goodwin's going to be now. Fifth tackle. 5 minutes to go in this one. The Manly Seagulls up by 10. But can the Cowboys find something with Maxwell now? That was very close to the sideline there. He'll be wrapped up though. That could have been very bad for the Cowboys had he's gone over there, but he stays in field. Now, Hodgson pushing forward. Second tackle. It's going to have to be this set, I think, if they want to have a real opportunity to come back here. Wallace. Long ball over to Moana. Oh! Ethan Goodwin says no thank you and puts him on his backside. Goes long ball over to Kobe Kelly. Great tackle there on the winger. That is moments today, but great tackle there on the Cowboys rookie winger. Fourth tackle now. Mobiston. Inside ball there to Colum. Cambolo, hold the phone. Goes back on the inside. We have a high tackle. And they're taking their two. What are they doing? Oh, I think Chris Lords has fallen off the seat and on the bench at the moment. What's just happened here?
Can you explain this to me? Because I have no idea what the Cowboys are going for right now.
Do they think they're down by 8? I don't know what's happening here. 34, maybe they just wanted to find a scoreline, because it's been a while since we've seen a 34-26 scoreline, so I'm not sure Chris Lord will agree with that opinion, but Chris
Yeah, I'm
Lord,
in shock. Hey, that's one way to finish a game. That's certainly one of them.
I don't know if they realise it does not change how many points they need to score. Maybe they think Manning missed another goal and it's now 26-32. But look at the scoreboard, lads. You can see it on ground. You're still down by 8. Maybe they're hoping for a penalty try. We'll have to wait and see. But the Cowboys, perfect opportunity to potentially make something of it and give themselves one last couple sets. But fortunately, taking the goal there does absolutely nothing for them.
It not only doesn't not it's still a 2-try game, but it just takes time off the clock and they have to start from their own half. Like, it's crazy.
I don't know what they were doing there, but maybe we'll ask Moana after the game, see what he thinks of the decision. 4th tackle now. Goes Moana, he punts it over. Not really a 40-20 there. It's going to bounce back for Dingo. Dingo steps 1. Dingo's looking for space. He can't turn Amatungi inside out, and this will probably do us here even. Cowboys could have had the potential to set this game up for a crazy finish, but, well, they chose to take probably one of the most bizarre times I've ever seen a team take the 2 points in. Well, it does absolutely nothing for them. With now Ethan Goodwin pushing forward there.
Maybe Cowboys are going to come first on points differential by 2 points. That'll be 2 points out of Manly. And we'll think back to this game and say Moana's a genius. But for the moment, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, maybe they're playing chess dot checkers, the Cowboys. You can never underestimate their decision-making with Lee Solomon taking the final hit up there. The Cowboys have lost their first game of Season 6. The Manly Seagulls coming away with the victory. 34 points to 26. What were your thoughts on the game, Snicko?
I thought it was a masterclass from Manly. They just defended so well all game. They kicked well, and when they had the chances, they took their opportunities. Versus the Cowboys, who didn't kick all too well to start with. They pulled it back a little bit towards the end with some nice kicks. But yeah, Cowboys may be a bit tired after a big couple of weeks on the road. Could be the loss they had to have. I'm not sure.
And if only the Cowboys didn't take the penalty goal, we would have had the line break to save as the actual score. But got to say, the Cowboys, they were good in some parts, in moments of the game. They won that second half, like 20 points to 10, but in the end, it just wasn't good enough, I think. We was taking a look at some more individual stats here, and we'll talk about the Cowboys. Darren Maxwell, I think, was by far and away the best player today.
Yeah, it's tremendous, wasn't he? Just every time they kicked to him, he looked dangerous. Got a well-deserved try.
And Moana, 437 metres. I thought he wasn't kicking too great, but apparently the stats say otherwise.
But the other thing was Wallace only had 77 kick meters, so it just shows how much pressure's on Damo Moana to kick well. And when he just gets a tiny bit wrong, it looks like, I thought Wallace has a good kicking game, but he just didn't really bring it today.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more there. As we look at some more stats here, obviously Johnson, Bobbers did very well, I feel like, in meters, but in the end, it was all the Manly Seagulls' day. Jazz Dingo, what a performance he had once more. Try assist, 255 run, bit of 6 line breaks, always competing. Got a bit of criticism last week with having a relatively quiet performance in his 50th, but he's back in his 51st game, performing like we know how he can. Another play, KCK was also, I thought, absolutely tremendous, too.
Yeah, he was great. I'd also like to highlight Kerrigan. He was playing left, second, right. It seemed like every time he got the ball, old Milo just went go and go and go. He just seemed to, although 5 missed tackles isn't great, but he's been a bit of a unsung hero for Manly this year. Played almost all their games down left edge, and he's really just very, very dependable.
Yeah, what I gotta say, he's probably played almost every minute this season, Milo Kerrigan. He's just been absolutely tremendous in that, playing that 11-second row spot, and yeah, Tyler West, another player I think, played absolutely tremendous. Jimmy Rao, 2 try assists, 1 try. It's probably his best performance this season. Had a relatively quiet season compared to what he did in the finals last season, but he's back to playing his best footy. That was a great game, and in the end, Manly have just shown tonight they can win this premiership after they've copped a little bit of criticism saying they no longer got it this season, but they've definitely shown us they still got it.
Yeah, they're peaking at the right time, aren't they, Manly? They're well experienced in taking form into finals, and looks like they're going to be there or thereabouts again this year.
Yeah, couldn't agree more as we look for a another day, obviously. Thank you, Sticker, for once again joining me. We've been your hosts
No worries.
on this Tuesday evening here at SRL TV, and we'll be seeing you guys next time.
Go the Waz.